So since dungeons are in the game, I wanted to make a video that is showcasing some of the better loadouts that you can use to help you get through the dungeon missions faster. With this season, I think it's going to be probably one of the fastest ways that you can get Battle Pass XP as well. So if you are also a BR player or you buy the Battle Pass, this is going to be a great way for you to get not only resources and event tickets for the llamas in Save the World, but as well as Battle Pass XP. So there are generally two loadouts that I like to run. One of those I'm going to showcase today, which is a Carbide build that will utilize lefty and righty, and it is amazing in dungeons. So I'll explain the loadout to you like always, kind of showcase what I have set up in support and how I run it, how it works, and then I'll show you a little bit of gameplay to go with that. So let's go ahead and jump into the loadout and explain it. So Carbide is a hero that focuses primarily on the utilization of lefty and righty. Lefty and righty will apply Affliction, which deals 26 base energy damage per second for 3 seconds. And lefty and righty will use Space Pistols, which fire piercing, bouncing lasers. So that alone tells you that this is crazy, because in dungeons you're in a very confined space and you have piercing, bouncing lasers going everywhere. It's total chaos, but it's so fun. It's fun chaos. So that's why we're going to use Carbide. He is great for clearing rooms, killing and damaging many husk and enemies or whatever throughout the dungeon. So this is why I really like this. This is probably my favorite dungeon loadout. So we're going to utilize the team perk Happy Holidays, and that's so that we can use the lefty and righty more often. We want to reduce that cooldown so we get it back and we can use it as much as possible. Then we're going to use Double Agent Evelyn, because her ability, or her perk, is every pistol or SMG elimination will decrease cooldown of lefty and righty by 1 second. So while we're in the dungeon matches, we're going to be looking for pistols and SMGs, and that's what we're going to do our damage with. So this is going to help us get the cooldown reduced even further, because when we're not using lefty and righty, we're going to be using pistols and SMGs to try to keep that cooldown going. Azealia Clark for her space technology, which increases the ability energy damage by 15.5%. So you might be wondering, why do you have her in here? Well, that's because lefty and righty will now do energy damage. So Azealia Clark is going to increase that ability energy damage by 15.5%. So this is a good one to go with. It's just going to increase the damage of all those lasers that are bouncing around and going through enemies. This is just adding to that damage. Then we're going to use Noir for his pump metal, which is lefty and righty eliminations extend its duration by 1 second, up to a maximum of 10 eliminations. So we're going to be doing loads of damage with lefty and righty, and because those bullets are bouncing everywhere and are going to be eliminating enemies, you're going to get up to 10 extra seconds of lefty and righty usage every time you use it. So assuming that you are hitting enough enemies to kill 10, you're going to get 10 extra seconds. So this is a huge perk and is definitely helpful for this build. Then Raven has Bang and Pow, which increases lefty and righty damage by 25%. It's that simple. It's just extra damage, so why not take it? And then this last one is one that I like to interchange. If I'm trying to speed run, I'm going to run Dire for the movement speed, because it's evening always in the dungeon, so it increases your movement speed by 25%. But another one that I really like to run is Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is an Outlander. Beetle Jess increases pistol and SMG critical damage by 75%. And remember, with Double Agent Evelyn, pistol and SMG eliminations decrease the cooldown of lefty and righty. So if you pair Beetle Jess with that, and you're using pistols and SMGs, you're doing more crit damage, and that's helping you kill faster. So that's where that comes into play. Depends on how you want to play it. If you're speed running, I would say go with Dire. If you're, by yourself or with a friend that can't move as fast, if you are the person designated on the team to be the one that is doing the damage, and they need you to use that lefty and righty the most, then I would say go with Beetle Jess to help minimize that downtime so you're using it more often. But for the sake of this, I'm going to run with the speed, and this is what I'm going to use because my friends and I tend to try to run these as fast as possible. And then from there, I like Adrenaline Rush, just to get a quick heal so I don't die, turn into a ghost and all that. And then stationary hover turrets for additional damage. So that's the loadout that I use for Carbide. And let's go ahead and jump into a dungeon match, and I'll show you some of what this lefty and righty does. Alright, so I am in a dungeon mission in a 100 level because I'm by myself, and 140 solo are pretty difficult, so I didn't want to mess with any of that. But as you can see, loads of damage here from left and righty. It just destroys and clears so much. Yeah, there you go. So that's what lefty and righty can do for you. I'm just gonna go around, pick up all of this stuff, get what I want, leave what I don't, whatever. And the main thing I'm gonna look for is trying to find a something with movement. If I can find hardware that's got movement ability, that's always nice. But I also want to find the SMG or a pistol. So I'll just run around with this for now, go into the next zone, and see what we can find. Our cooldown's already almost there, as you can tell. We're going to go ahead and just clear this out as well. I'm just going to eliminate as much of this stuff as possible. This is just going to open up more of the map, let us get everything, grab our keys, whatever. So this build is just so powerful for this reason. I mean, too bad I don't have a pistol or SMG right now. Ooh, maybe. Pistol or SMG. Definitely need one of those. We're almost there. And we're getting there. Alright, there we go. So we got our lefty and righty out again. And that would be a much lower, there's an SMG for us, be a much lower cooldown for shooting stuff because not in any kind of hurry. But we do have our SMG now, and I'll be able to kind of show you how that cooldown works. So if you watch the bottom left, you're going to see the cooldown keeps dropping by a few seconds just as we're damaging things. So it helps you to really run that lefty and righty and get as much out of it as you can. So we'll go a little bit further here, kind of show you guys a little more of what this does and what you can do with it. I was really hoping I would be able to find, some more enemies and be able to use an SMG now that I have one. This is great. Yeah, that was gonna hit me. Alright, so there's more enemies. We're just killing those. We got lefty and righty going. And we're teleported, unfortunately. It actually helped us though, send us a little further. So there we go. We got teleported, damaging things. Let's go ahead and do some more damage with the SMG. As you can tell, that number is just dropping drastically the more we kill. Doesn't matter what you kill. So go for the easiest things first. The little small tiny husk, you know, go for those. And unfortunately we're out of ammo. Which can happen a lot in dungeons. There you go. I mean, we're just demolishing everything. So it's just really a lot of damage, which makes this build so fun. I really enjoy playing this a lot. It's fun. The damage output is insane, and I mean, you can just wreck so many different things. Let's go ahead and grab this other key, go to the next level, and then we'll stop the video from there. But just wanted to show you. We got a nice thrasher now. That'll help us with our cooldown. Let's go ahead and get that cooldown down. There you go. And just like that, we demolish that as well. Another monolith. You know, we're getting that extra 10 seconds. If you've noticed, the time is really increased, so we're getting that extra 10 seconds from Noir because we're killing more than 10 enemies, so it gives us a long duration. Alright, that's Carbide. That's my favorite dungeon loadout. If you don't have some of those, some of, you know, the heroes to have this exact build, you don't have to have the exact one. But if you have Carbide and you want to use him, definitely use him and, you know, work some things around. So that is all I have for this video. I'll drop the other loadout here soon in the next day or two and explain some of that as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Be sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content, and come check us out over on my Twitch. It's linked down below with all of my socials with my link tree. So yeah, just come check us out over on Twitch. We'll do some dungeons, and we'll just have some fun and show off some things. So have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.